Hi everyone, it is April 19th and it is a dreary and cold and windy spring day. It is a stark contrast to what we had this weekend. We had sunshine and blue skies and it was fairly warm, so I hope you were able to get outside and enjoy the fresh air and get some vitamin D, and hopefully that will help carry you through this kind of dreary Monday. I'm Brittany Masick, and this is our next edition of Mental Health Monday. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you or someone you know is finding these videos helpful. A few weeks ago, I talked about stigma and its presence in our world, at least what I've witnessed and what I've heard. And then last week, Deacons Mark Eben and Mark LaGrieve talked about communication and using I statements versus you statements. So in keeping on this theme of stigma, communication, I just wanted to talk a little bit about another stereotype or doubt or fear maybe that you or someone you know has experienced. I know it's one that I did, especially when I was in undergrad, and that was the fear or doubt of, I'm a faith-filled person. Do I really need to go see a mental health professional? Shouldn't my faith be strong enough to carry me through this? I do my best to follow God's commandments, to be a good person, to practice my faith. Do I really need to seek professional help? And I want to affirm you that faith is a beautiful gift, and you living that out and being a witness to Christ's love and grace and mercy is such a tremendous thing to share with this world. And so to continue to do that and continue to dive into his love for you and to grow in that relationship. But that does not exclude us from the human condition, and we are not immune or invincible to mental health challenges, to emotional strain and trauma. This past year has shown us with COVID that mental health issues are serious and we do need to address them, whether we go to church all the time or whether it's just something we're dabbling with or we have no relationship with Christ. Mental health matters and your well-being matters. Okay? So how do you discern if you should go to therapy, if you should see someone? Let's talk about some of those signs and warning signals, okay? So if you have this feeling of being overwhelmed all the time and it just constantly consumes you, okay? It won't go away. Might be a warning sign to take note of and think that you might want to see someone. How can you learn some ways and some strategies to cope that are going to help you be more fruitful and more productive in your day, for you to feel more like yourself and just less consumed by the worry, okay, or that feeling of being overwhelmed. If you're fatigued, so either you are sleeping all the time, can't get out of bed in the morning, have no motivation to do anything, or on the flip side, you can't stay asleep, you're experiencing maybe some insomnia, things like that, and just either way, whatever the extreme is that you're experiencing, your body is just constantly tired. Might be a sign. If you are feeling a disproportionate amount of rage and anger and resentment. Again, we all have days and situations where we're just upset, where we have a string of bad days. But if these feelings continue to persist more than normal, it might be time to see someone. If you have this sense of agoraphobia, meaning you're scared to go outside of your home and you just have these constant panic attacks, again, might be time to see someone. And again, just being mindful of COVID, and we know that, restrictions are being lifted a little bit here and there, that more and more people are getting vaccinated, the weather's getting nicer, so things are moving in a good direction. But it's still okay to still maybe be a little fearful or anxious to go out because the virus is so new and because we don't know what's going to happen next. And it's just been a crazy year. It's okay if you're in that camp too and you do want to see someone just to talk about it. That's okay. That is also a reason to maybe go see a professional mental health person. Okay? If you're feeling a sense of apathy, just kind of feeling meh most days. Okay, if you don't find yourself really being socially active and involved, and again, COVID is playing a role in that, but if you don't get joy from things that you used to. If people who used to bring you energy and excitement, you really have no desire to hang out with anymore, and there's no real reason why other than just feeling withdrawn, might be time to see someone. Okay? Now, finding a mental health professional, I want to share with you, is not necessarily going to happen on the first try. Just like finding your regular doctor or a dentist or the right gym for you or your favorite grocery store, whatever it is, we know certain things for our preferences. It takes time to find the right fit, and mental health professionals are no different. I can share with you from personal experience after I graduated from undergrad and was in that transition to, adulthood and the working world. I did see a mental health professional, and the first two were not a good fit for me. I was more or less going through the motions and told them what they wanted to hear, but it wasn't really helping me deal with the challenges I was facing during that chapter in my life. And they weren't the right fit. So I had to continue, as hard as it was and as frustrating as it was, to not have that connection right away. I did find someone who was a good fit for me. So just know, if it doesn't happen on the first or second try, or even the third, it's okay, because the therapy, the counseling journey is truly about you and your needs and your story. So you need to find someone who's going to be that good match and that good person to accompany you. Okay? If you want to incorporate faith into your therapy journey, by all means, depending on that counselor, you can. Some people will incorporate it, some won't, but at the end of the day, again, I want to affirm you as I'm studying for school. If your licensed professional counselor is practicing good ethical work, they should not impose their beliefs or their faith onto you. It is about you, it is not about them. So just know that it is about you and your needs. So just very quickly, why should you go to therapy? You've now heard it's okay if you're a faith-filled person to do that, and there are a lot of counseling services that have a faith-based perspective. Catholic Charities, Lutheran Social Services, Samaritan counseling. So those are some just off the top of my head that I can think of if you are looking more to incorporate that faith-based component into your journey. If not, it's okay too. You can still go to those places. They shouldn't be imposing their beliefs on you. Okay, and you're going to talk about that probably in your first session of what to expect. And as you go through therapy and you find that counselor that's right for you, at the end of your journey, they're going to help you learn more about yourself and how to be your best self. So they'll do some goal setting with you. What are your goals for therapy? What are you hoping to achieve? And if all it is at the beginning, I just want to feel better, that's okay. That's a beautiful place to start. You don't have to have all the answers right away. That you will have hopefully better relationships. So whether you're single or dating or married, it doesn't matter. Therapy will hopefully just help you learn more about yourself and how you interact with other people. You might notice a difference in your overall health because everything will be more in balance, okay? You will just continue to grow and to be the best version of you, and hopefully happier and healthier and feel more whole. And that is what we hope for you at Kaukauna Catholic Parishes, that you are becoming the child of God that He created you to be, that you feel loved, that you feel cherished, that your dignity is upheld. So thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoy your afternoon and evening. Take care and make good choices.